see the Ipomia batatas?
Oops, sorry, underwear. What?
Ipomia batatas. All right, here we go. I'm going to start back here. I'm going to cut some of this back because this is choppy up. I'm going to be careful right here because you see what this is.
Is a black locust on there?
This is a pink soba buckwheat. Yeah, that's a black locust. That's a safflower. That's a pink soba buckwheat.
Right.
All right. Okay, I'll mulch around the buckwheat. I'll
Make
mulch
it
around
easier
the
to
buckwheat.
find it later.
Yeah.
Just squash it.
And
No.
this is the that's the lamb's quarter that I'm going to let go to see one of the two. That's a third one.
They were hanging out.
Hey, I wasn't planning to have that many. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Oh no. Well, it's biomass. Ooh.
What?
Those are a little bit on the purplish side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even look. Darn you. You didn't even look. Pink and purple.
Anyway.
Damn, look at all those, whatchamacallit, grasshoppers. Look at all those grasshoppers right there.
All right, so I'm going for this Ipomia batatas back here, and I want
those grasshoppers.
to get all the grass pulled out around it, get the weeds gone, and then we're gonna chop and drop some of this alfalfa.
Why are
and
the
such.
grasshoppers all over here when they can be eating grass somewhere else?
I don't know.
Because we don't hardly have any
'Cause
grass.
this is where the nutritious stuff is. Now, where are you? Oh, I see it.
Why are they called grasshoppers then? They're not eating grass.
All right. Sure. There's the okra there. That's a radish.
Not an okra?
That's some borage if
yeah.
you can get in the sun. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this little one. You want to eat that?
Sure. Right now, places to hold good stuff.
I'm gonna put this by my feet for the moment. As I'm trying to get to. Oh my goodness, I lost you. Where are you? Okay, there you are. Yeah, this radish gotta go too.
Is it pork tenderloin? Okay, we can only use my radishes. Oops, don't step in.
You only want so many radishes.
You can pickle them.
Pickle.
I buy jars of kimchi.
Sure.
When you get done, halfway down to the,
Here,
when I get halfway
and
down,
that.
in the kimchi jar, I throw in
Alright,
pickled
so-
mustard and pickled other vegetables. So I still get more kimchi.
Fennel or dill or whatever that is right there. Cut this out.
Oh, my eye, really?
There we go. Now,
What is it?
there is an Ipomia batatas right there.
I can't see your hands in the way.
A Borgo officinalis.
What was it? What is that in
there.
English?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. Really?
Yes. Sweet
Cute, cute.
Here,
Potatoes.
cut around. There, you can see them a little bit better now.
Some sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato. Sweet potato.
They're so cute.
And what is this?
Focus, phone,
Oh,
focus.
this is. I think this is an okra.
You got an okra?
And there's an okra right there.
Ah,
And I think there's an okra over here too.
they're so tiny.
Get you,
What are you? Where'd you go?
get you your own little
Oh, I
space.
flew off.
There we go.
There's pink. Ooh, there's another purple one over here. I think it's more purplish.
So this is okra
Purple?
here. Coming up.
Yep, okra. Yes. Yes.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. Giant,
Pumpkin, I think.
giant something.
It's a pumpkin, I think.
But I can't remember.
I can't remember whether it's a squash or a pumpkin. And I think it's a pumpkin.
Somebody,
I'm pretty sure.
there's a purple radish right here. I'm standing in your clover. Whoopsie.
There's a what?
Purple flowered.
Oh, okay. Radish, purple.
Not the radish. You can't see the radish. They probably have purple radishes. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the flowers are purple?
Yeah. Where'd my
So anyway, yeah, I wanted to
Margie's.
get back here and clear out around that sweet potato. I will clear out there too.
He was looking kind of sad this morning.
Yeah, looks a little bit better now. But this is the one. This is the one that had the issues with the vine borer repellent, and it burned the stems. See where it came into contact there? It kind of burned that one. Burned that one all the way through.
Oh.
So you have to be.
you gotta keep it on the woody part?
Well, it's got to be on the woody part, or maybe I need to dilute that formula. I certainly don't want to be sending it out there and having people play with it in their gardens right now at the moment it may kill your squash.
I did
So,
notice it was boxed up and not going anywhere.
yeah, that's why I didn't ship it. I was like, okay.
Never mind, just forget I said that.
Well,
You try it first.
it's still a good idea, but let me play with it a little bit longer before I send it out there and start bragging about it, okay?
Yeah, that would be horrible. You
Yeah.
kill somebody's vegetables. That'd just be awful.
Apply sparingly. All right, lots and lots and lots of alfalfa here, so I'm just going to cut the tops off. I'm going to get in a little bit deeper, closer to the base of cocoa here, the jujube tree, and
it's
try
the
to be
cocoa-
careful with the squash.
Flowers
Make
are
sure
so
we
little.
don't cut the squash, huh?
But the
Yeah,
fruit's gonna be
there's little tiny flowers, small fruit, not huge, but
lots of them though. Looks
yeah,
like
the size of a date, perhaps. You know,
it's gonna be like fruity like a mulberry tree.
all right.
It's just gonna go crazy. You better hope you like them because you're gonna get a bunch of them all at once.
The flavor of cocoa jujube is said to be a bit like coconut, which is why it's cocoa. It came from a little nursery in Crimea.
Aww.
Yeah,
Before they got bombed.
yeah, before the Ukrainians attacked.
Jeez. And then they got invaded by Russia. They're getting shit from both sides. I mean,
Well, they
Good
didn't
thing this
get
video's not made for
invaded
kids.
by Russia. They were under Russian protection for
oh yeah, the
the
Minsk,
past few thousand years.
the Minsk
Well, I mean, not that, at
agreements.
least a few hundred years. From from a long time before that, back from whenever the area was liberated from the Ottoman Empire.
That's why there's some Muslims there to this day.
Yeah.
So Putin had to say, and Christians, Muslims, and Jews.
Yep.
Ottomans got all the way
Because-
up in there. And it's probably more like the original Islam than the Wahhabism or whatever they got going on now.
Who knows?
Because they were so peaceful. And when the Middle Easterners went up to help the Bosnians, one of their complaints is, why don't white Muslims fight?
Like, well,
Fight
who?
back.
Fight who? Fight what?
The Christians that were genociding them.
Oh, were they being genocided? Oh.
They called it a Bosnian
In
war.
that case, they should have.
Yeah, they called it a Bosnian war, but only one side was fighting, so it was a little hard for my mom to explain to me. He's like, oh, what?
In that case, they should, because I read Quran too, and according in the context that I read, it is perfectly acceptable to fight back when somebody
Because
is
they weren't Polish.
persecuting you in accordance with your beliefs.
Because they weren't Polish
But
Muslim, that's why.
attacking people unprovoked the way, well, I mean, I guess they feel that they're provoked, but in reality, what they are doing is attacking people that have no knowledge of any crime being committed until you show up and go, hello, Hushnakbar, and boom, It's creating,
Is that a carrot?
no,
Something.
either fennel or dill, and I don't know, I just sprinkled a whole bunch of it in.
You
So if I
just
see it, I'll just try
you
to
just
avoid
put
it.
seeds everywhere and then try to keep which ones look the best
Yeah, I plant a whole bunch of seeds.
and hope for the best.
Some fall, some fall on the rocky soil, and
Okay.
they find no purchase.
Or they do.
You know this story.
Well, the rocky soil gives you
I'll
water
just-
for a day.
I'll just be quiet then.
I think there's the rocky soil gives you water for a day.
Rocky soil is good for gathering water and directing it to fertile ground
Yeah.
and to make ground fertile.
But there's always those seeds that just happen to fall in the worst places, and you're like, well,
So
maybe we'll make
I
it, maybe we won't.
suppose if you were looking for life
Oh,
lessons,
mosquito.
when you find yourself in times of rocky soil, look for the direction that the water will take you to bring
Right.
you to life.
So that way your little seed will grow. Just have to grow somewhere else, downstream.
There you go.
More fennel, more dill, something.
That's more fennel, more dill, something right there. Yeah, and it's starting to look a little bit more substantial.
Just
So,
real.
the last time I cut around it and chopped and dropped around it and sort of favored it a bit because I want it to grow and not the weeds. Oh, sorry.
There's no such thing as weeds. They're just plants we haven't figured out what they're good for.
And right here we've got a couple. Was it a couple or is it one?
Trees.
That is a silver maple. Let's grab some clover around the silver maple.
You
and
trying to
just-
keep the silver maples?
Yeah, I'll let it go ahead and grow up, and then.
I thought we
I'll-
were trying to get rid of them. It's the big
Oh,
one.
Well, no, I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
at
gonna
least the
move
big
him,
one.
I'm gonna move him along here before too long into his own little apartment in a bag in a kiddie pool.
Because they're weeds and you're trying to sell off your weeds.
Buy my weeds.
Them and red beds. Oh my gosh.
Well, silver maple at a price of $15, $10 shipping and handling is a better price for a silver maple than you'll get just about anywhere else.
Wait, people
So-
pay for that?
Yeah,
They just grow everywhere.
it's a rapid growing shade tree,
Yeah,
biomass producer.
yeah, it drops a lot of sticks.
If you are inclined to do so, you may tap it for sap. It's about half as sweet as a sugar maple, but still a perfectly acceptable thing to get sap from. It's not like not that you can't tap it for sugar. It's just there is better for sugar if you're looking for something for specifically for getting sugar for. But silver
good to
maple
know.
has its
Oh
other.
no, you're knocking the flowers off. They're sticking to your arm.
Oh darn. Silver maple has its own individual charms, so there are other
Bugs.
reasons why you might want it.
I might want to go
Which
get
I'll explain in detail
in a minute.
www.greencountryagriforestry.com. Resources where we display our entire catalog and describe
And I'm gonna have to
species
run.
at length.
Bugs are getting me.
And Mary smells like a flower.
No, I smell like
Irresistible.
sweat. And I'm wearing shorts and a tank top, and I'm getting
irresistible
eaten by bugs.
to
They're eating
biting
my
insects.
salt. No, they're eating my salt.
well,
Mosquitoes some.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's like little flies everywhere. I'll be right back.
Fennel or dill or something.
Oh.
I don't know what. It's either fennel or dill or something.
Let's see. He was over there, coming back with a normal shirt on, it's a bikini top.
Mary's getting sweaty. I'm incredibly sweaty right now.
Yeah, but it's the
I'm
flying.
wearing a dark shirt, so maybe it doesn't show, but I am.
But the flying insects were just like walking all over me.
I am just soaked right now. Okay.
And then one of
I
my
am going
eyes.
to put this down, but I need to cut back and get around here. So this one is called Shanzili, and she does have little flowers on her
Finally.
right now. I don't know if she's going to make fruit this year or not.
Little thorns.
If she
We-
does,
I
if
thought
she
she was
does
dead
make-
for the
if-
longest.
If they do make fruit, it won't be until late in the fall. This is her second year here. So this is
I didn't think she was gonna make
Shanzili's
it.
second year. Shanzili is the jujube tree with the largest fruit. It'll get to be maybe about
Flying insects.
plum size,
Oh yeah,
possibly that big.
not the size
So
of his head. Just the way the
these-
camera looked.
So these little tiny flowers, I don't know if they're going to turn into anything.
I
this
think this side, the back, this part of the yard gets more shade for some reason. Cause up there, it's like all sunny. So I start getting up, like see how that row of corn is taller? It's finally cut. This third row is caught up. The duck cup created shade.
Because the duck cut blocks the sun early in the spring. And
Yeah,
I
early
did
in the
not- I
spring.
did not take that into account.
And
whenever I
here
built the duck hut.
we have that tree
Alright.
and that tree. So we have.
Here.
Depends on what time of year or a good sun is.
Alright.
So he may only do 2 blocks of corn, and then later in the season do 3 blocks, and then
I'll probably do peas or something.
peas.
over
That was the
there.
other one.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with
so
peas.
well, that gives me something I can produce as a protein crop early on in the spring, and then it's all done and ready for
Cold beans
corn.
and ducky.
Ready for corn by the second planting time.
The ducks can clean that up pretty quick. Which don't
Alright,
eat.
there we go.
What we don't eat, they will.
Whatever, yeah.
Well, nothing eats grass.
So there we go. So
I think
that's
grasshopper's even grass.
Lots of alfalfa, lots of clover, chopped and dropped right there for Shanzili to be fertilized by. And now I'm just going to come around here and on this
You can let some of
bank.
this grow up and go to seed.
bank, we just go ahead and get this back right here.
Really?
Yeah.
The bug still tries to fly in my mouth. Really? It must be the beer.
And once again, it's clover and alfalfa. We cut it back, it grows
How
back,
come that
loaded
looks
with
different?
nitrogen,
Hope your head's not-
and
that
it will
red.
decompose
Yes.
and be fed to the tree as the tree needs
Oh,
it.
breeze! Finally. Notice how
Yeah.
that one, a couple of these radishes look different. Like they're not as big.
Yeah.
They're stockier, but they're already going to seed or
I
flower
know.
anyways.
Yeah. I sowed a whole bunch of seed, and now I'm just going to pay attention to the ones that bolt early. I don't want to keep for their seed because, they bolted early. The ones that bolt later, I'll keep for their seed. Oh, and incidentally,
It's a purple one.
here's another Ipomia batatas.
One we can actually get to.
Right here.
We couldn't
Look how
quite see.
dark those leaves are. Look how dark the alfalfa leaves are around it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we couldn't quite see the other one 'cause I was like, couldn't get in there where you were, but over here, it's on the end.
We're going to just clear out around that vine.
Make
There's the
sure we
vine.
get him.
Here's the vine. I'm going to find where the vine goes. So
We should be good at this because we always find where the vine goes on morning glories.
there it is.
So you get those
There's
little
the
boogers
base
by
of
the
the
root.
vine right there.
Yeah. Looks like it was going that way.
All right. Now all I got to do is make sure I don't cut the vine. We're going to grab a big handful of stuff. Cut.
I would offer to help, but
Around
that
that.
knife is really sharp.
This is super sharp. Sometimes I wear a Kevlar glove whenever using this because one moment of inattention and you can have
Maybe
to
I
make
shouldn't be
use of the super
distracting
kit
you.
that we keep in
Yeah, it's hard to suture yourself. You'd be like,
Okay.
you'd have to wait until. What are you stepping on? You just kicked that far.
I'm stepping on the stuff that I just chopped and dropped. I try to avoid stomping in these areas. That's don't impact the soil as much. But sometimes you have to do what you got to do. All right.
Maybe they could be.
Just chop that a bit.
Not so wide. Or like, I like the way you have like the inlet over there. Oh, your PVC pipe got taken out. Oh yeah, never got it back in there.
Little keyholes. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Like a key, like have a keyhole like alternating from one side to the other side, the one side, the other side.
Yeah.
I'm gesturing with my phone. Poor camera. Sorry, YouTube, my friend.
Right.
You're probably getting dizzy watching me. Ooh, purple.
Back over here.
The one he kicked is purple. Trash days tomorrow. Everybody's taking out trash. You're gonna keep that black locust.
Yep, I'll dig them out come fall.
You never will get them all.
Oh,
He always leaves a little
Yep.
something for later.
no, I never get them all. They always grow back. There's always more of them.
Red buds, silver maples, black locusts,
Wasn't happy with that amaranth.
lamb's quarters.
It was a little underperforming. That's okra. Okay, that's another okra.
Oh,
This is
it's
another
easier to
okra over
get
here.
easier to get by over
Some
here.
borage over here. I'm gonna cut around.
Borage.
Cut around here.
There's your okra.
All right.
Wait,
So
here it is.
I'm just
Here it
gonna
is.
fertilize my okra. That's a borage here too. Also, that
Oh,
trying to avoid cutting down. All right.
the borage are the ones that taste like cucumber.
Yes. And unfortunately, I'm cutting some daylilies too at the same time.
I think
there's
so.
There's just no helping it. They're in there and they're going to get cut. All right. Where am I working? Okay, yeah, that's a plant I want to favor. That okra there makes a really nice, tasty seed pod. There we go. There's borage and another okra right here, and this is a
Crazy radish.
crazy daikon that's on its way out, and we'll let it go ahead and
Do its you thing.
go ahead and,
Nice borage. That
and
borage
die
looks
off as it wants to die, and go and die in the manner that it sees fit.
Like a radish should, I guess.
All right.
Beautiful radish you. Oh, you did cut a little daylily.
Yeah, I know. It's
No. Oh,
it's orange daylily.
So you
If
can
it
finish him off.
If it grows back, it grows back. If it doesn't, I've got 10,000 of them. Speaking of which, we sell daylilies right here at www.greencountry.agriforestry.com.
I would recommend transplanting in the
Not in
heat. Jason kept yelling at me for bringing back plants. He's like, it's too hot. Heat's getting a Mary. Stop it. I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta do more in the spring.
Right,
Seeds in
this-
the fall, plants in the spring.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're going to suspend sale of daylilies. I think as of I'll announce it on Wednesday's live stream that we're suspending daylily sales until
It's just too hot.
after they're done flowering.
Yeah, flowering.
Right now,
it's too hot.
they're busy flowering, and I don't want them to have to devote their energy to establishing new root systems and everything else. They're busy flowering right now.
Well, you are sweaty.
Yeah.
That's why the hat catches salt.
Yeah, it keeps it out of my eyes.
That's why the bugs keep going into my eyes.
Otherwise, I can't see.
You want those
don't want to be
80s
waving
headband?
this thing around if you can't see.
Yeah, maybe get an 80s headband.
Oh no, then it would look like I was wearing an 80s headband. I'd rather look like a hipster than like I got lost in the 80s. You got
I
lost
think there's
in the
another
80s.
deal. There's another
He
deal.
still
fella.
hasn't found
By your left
himself.
hand.
But, oh shoot, I just
Plucked
I
it.
just plugged it.
Oh.
Ah, darn it.
Terror
Ooh.
buncher.
Oh, there's more.
So be
Oh,
careful.
wait. No, that's the same
I guess we'll eat it.
thing.
I don't think you can replant it.
Just eat it, just eat it.
Don't think you got any roots on it.
Yep, it's got a root.
A root.
This is a fennel.
Ripped them off.
This is fennel.
It's horrible. So sad.
Incidentally, because now that I see the root, I know that it's a fennel and not a dill. Okay.
Okay.
They look alike. Fennel makes an edible root. Hopefully, it bounces back from that.
You can have that kind of mini radish look.
Okay. What?
You did kind of have that mini radish look.
Yeah. Okay.
Some purple
Moving on.
flowers in there. Oh, that borage is getting huge. Watch out, each borage is huge.
Yeah, that's borage. All right. Now, I want these guys out of here because I gotta get back over here. Do this cut here. Drop that around the borage.
This is what we do on movie night. We come outside and do this. And I make
I
movies.
know, it's so exciting. Okay, I saw a
Bug. It's huge.
an okra. Here it is. Okay.
Think.
So it's gonna have an issue with that. Okay, we'll cut this bit out. There we go. Also, a couple of these here won't hurt.
You can eat those?
Light.
With another fennel or something.
Fennel or dill, either or both, possibly, maybe. Who knows? All right. So now
Did you? Great.
we get our weeds here.
Who
Use
says you
that.
need to plant in rows? It probably would help so you know what the hell you're looking at.
Yeah, if you don't know how to tell one plant from another, don't do this.
Yeah, so that's why the only thing I weed are morning glories because
So this
I
is,
know what morning glories look like.
this looks like incredible
It's like
chaos.
planted peas or beans.
From the outside, this
Yeah.
looks like incredible chaos. And then what we're really doing here is we're creating our fertilizer for our various plants that we're growing in the system by
Kids home.
growing our fertilizer. And
Hopefully the wife will let him in.
we're also growing, we're growing our tillage. And then what we're producing, of course, is okra. And I guess if you want to eat the borage, you can eat the borage too. Let's get this plant moved up this way a little bit. Get in here, get that morning glory out. Let's see the okra here.
Something's dying off. Oh yeah, we're over by that one. Oh yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh, what, huh?
The one that's already went to seed
Oh,
and done
yeah,
his thing
yeah.
and died off. Got all squishy.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a pungent smell to them too.
Yeah. It's like radishy. Yeah, icky.
Yeah. Decomposing radish. Yeah. I
We
bet,
almost made it to the gate where the trail's little pathway gets starting to get a little small over there.
I bet it feeds the snot out of the microbes though. Oh, that's daylily right there.
Yeah,
This is
careful.
daylily.
Might be able to tell them apart.
Uh,
That's a nice borage. Oh.
huh? Yeah. And there's probably fennel next to the borage.
Boop.
I said I don't know which is which. We'll figure it out later.
Let me try to take a taste.
I just planted a whole bunch of stuff.
See
and,
what grows.
Whatever
the ones
wanted
you
to
like?
grow, it grew. Whatever didn't want to grow, well, I didn't have to worry about it. It didn't grow.
Morning glory vines.
Throw a
Oh.
lot of seed.
Morning glory vines will get started early. And you
Throw a lot of seed.
can get to them before they get crazy.
And then later on, come
I
by.
remember I thought that was a good idea.
And
Hi, kiddo. It's the kids.
later on, whenever you're done,
The
just
kids
come
went
by.
fishing. We'll be back.
Cut this